Succeed, don't let them kill your dream. Protect the vision that you see. Shine like the star you are. When I khanya naledi, hey, oh naledi, you were born to succeed. Don't let them kill your dream. Protect the vision that you see. Shine like the star you are. When I khanya naledi, hey, khanya when I naledi, khanya, khanya naledi. Born to succeed, don't let them kill your dream. Protect the vision that you see. Shine like the star that you are. When I kanya kanyezi, hey, when we kanyezi, you were born to succeed. Don't let them kill your dream. Protect the vision that you see. Shine like the star you are. When I kanya kanyezi, hey, kanya when I kanyezi, kanya. Protect your vision. Protect your dream. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I believe in you. Khanya, naledi, naledi, Khanya. Hold on to your vision. Hold on to your vision.
What a soulful performance to kickstart Women's Month on Trendz Live. Welcome to the show. It's Trendz Live on SABC. But you can call me Mne. Happy Women's Month to all the incredible women, and a special shout out to producers of Trendz Live. They're the phenomenal women that put this amazing show together. Another incredible woman is the one standing right next to me right now. MeloBeGreat believes that her purpose is to remind others that they are great and to encourage them to unleash their full potential. In March 2024, she released her debut EP titled Naledi, which takes us on a captivating sonic journey featuring a wide variety of talented musicians and producers, and she's here tonight to tell us all about it. Welcome to the Trendz Live stage, MeloBeGreat. Welcome to Trendz Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, Naledi for sure, because you're so beautiful.
Thank you.
Happy Women's Month to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let's chat about the music. So, your music can be described as inspirational soul. Is this a genre that you're coining? Because it's not one that's usual, hey?
Yeah, well, definitely. I think, I believe that my purpose is to inspire and to unleash greatness, in individuals. And I think that's why, I've decided to create this genre, because the music that I write about inspires, and it just lifts and pulls out that greatness within each and every one of us, because we are stars created to shine.
100%. And speaking of stars, you then title your EP Naledi, which translates to stars, and this is a translation from Setswana. Talk to me about how we get to this title.
Listen, I believe that we are all stars that are created to shine, and the sky is big enough for all of us, you know. And sometimes we need a reminder because life's challenges cause us to forget who we are. So I think I was in a space at the time as well where I felt that, listen, I am not a star, and somebody just reminded me that I was a star, and I wrote this song to encourage myself, and not just myself, but also, you know, anybody else who was in the same position as myself, who just felt, listen, life's challenges are kind of making me doubt who I am and who God created me to be. And I'm just saying, listen, you are a star created to shine. Shine like the star that you are.
Ah, the power within. I absolutely love it. Now, your EP is a fusion. It's got Afro, it's got soul, it's got adult contemporary. Why did you choose to go for this concoction of genres?
Listen, I believe that I'm an overall creative and I don't want to be boxed. And when I'm just inspired, I feel like I can just create whatever it is, you know, whether it's soulful, whether it's gospel, whether it's Afro, house, whatever it is at that time when the inspiration comes. So I don't want to be boxed. I wanted to express myself the best way that I could. And that's how the EP came about.
And I can tell you, we are receiving it just as it is. You've having an incredible year so far. You also nominated for a Varsity Music Award. I guess this might be your highlight. Talk to me about what this means to you.
Oh man, this is absolutely one of my highlights for the year 2024. I'm super humbled, so grateful for this nomination. The awards are next week and I just cannot wait to be on that stage. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful to be nominated. Even if I don't win, it definitely is a highlight in my career thus far.
Ah, man, you know what? We truly are enjoying the music. Congratulations on your nomination. Before I let you go, what's next for MeloBeGreat?
Well, definitely just the promotion of the EP, you know, the 7-track EP titled Naledi, just promoting it and making sure that as many people get to listen to it and that I get to perform on as many stages as possible. And of course, get opportunities such as this,
100%.
you know, as well to just talk about the music and the inspiration behind it. I think that's what's coming up in the rest of the year 2024.
You know what's really great? The fact that like you are the first artist that we have in Women's Month. So I would be really amiss if I didn't say to you, please just give me a strong message for all our incredible viewers out there who are women and are celebrating this month. What would you say to them?
Listen, to every woman out there, all I want to say is don't allow anybody to dim the light that is within. Allow that light to shine ever so brightly. It doesn't matter what's happening in your home, in your workplace, in your life, in your finances, in your career. You've got a light within you that needs to come out and shine and impact the world. Allow it to shine. Find what your purpose is and live a purpose-driven life.
Ah, man. MeloBeGreat on the Trendz live stage. Wish you all the best. We love you and you are such a rising star.
Thank you.
From one rising star to the next, there's a phoenix rising on SABC2, and Trendz Live was there to witness its rebirth. An exciting new chapter has been unveiled after 27 years of captivating audiences with its compelling storytelling and dynamic characters. There's been a significant transformation, signaling the beginning of a refreshed and revitalized era for the beloved series. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, well, wonder no more. Noni Kumalo is on standby to take us out of our misery. Have a look.
Hello Trenders, we're about to step into a world where love blossoms and families unite and divide. The secrets, oh, let's not even get there. SABC2 has invited us out to 4 ways for the rebirth of a show that we've all grown to love. If you want to find out exactly what I'm talking about, then you definitely want to follow me. Let's go.
Before the night's proceedings, we chatted to one of the MCs to find out how they felt about the big announcement.
I am so excited, but I'm also so honored. I think being a contributor to the SABC brand is just such a full circle moment for me. I mean, SABC is the public broadcast, and these channels raise us. I mean, when you think of SABC2 and when you think of Mobango, you just think of all of those nostalgic moments of what make us who we are. So this is so honoring and so inspiring also, but it's exciting because a new dawn, it's a rebirth, it really is.
Yep, you guessed it, it's a new dawn for Mobango. Here is what to expect from the rebirth.
You can expect drama. You can expect pace, speed, action. Like, it's going down. You're going to see a Mobango that you've never seen before. Funny, young, oh my God, the shock, the thrill, everything. All of the things that you're not expecting to see, you might just see, okay?
You came in as quite the villain, ma'am. Are we expecting a villain in the Rebirth?
Oh my God, Abana, if you wanna say the Rebirth is like Mobango 2.0 vibe, expect Deboho 2.0. Like, we are just taking it up a notch.
So we're not moving away from the villain, the girl that everybody loves to hate.
No, that would be taking it up a notch, wouldn't it be? Like if she came back and she opened like a church and she was like delivering people from their sins.
I think, new storylines, something juicy, something nice, something that people will continue to love. I mean, Mobango has been there for over 20 something years. So for the fact that it's been here for that long, I think, people must just expect a lot of drama, a lot of, a rebirth. We're just trying to renovate here and there to make it more spicy and more, I would say, people want people to relate to our stories more. Yeah.
Drama. One thing that I love and respect about Mobango is I've started watching it while I was still in primary school, and we are here. I'm rubbing shoulders with the stars from Mobango, excuse me. So I'm expecting drama, vindictiveness, some sexiness. We want to see some royalty as well. So I can't wait. I'm excited and I wish them all the best.
Standing next to me is a legend, and I am besides myself as somebody who's grown up to watch her incredible journey. Why do you in particular find yourself here tonight?
I think I need to breathe before I say anything about Mobango. Okay. I'm in Johannesburg now. A lot of people have been asking me, what are you doing in Johannesburg? I'm like, I will tell you guys when it's time. So I've come back to Johannesburg. I've come back to SABC. And again, I've come to Mobango. I know it's not going to be easy. Mobango has been there forever. It's like when you find a warm home and they ask you to give a little bit of your touch, that is not easy at all. But I'm going to do my best.
What can we expect from your character on Mobango?
Dr. Klimba, that's the character. They must expect nothing closer to Uleleti, nothing closer to Umazulu, nothing closer to Ubusi. So something totally different. Hence I said to you earlier, it's going to be a challenge for me. But as actors, we always look for challenges.
Look at the rebirth of Mobango, 27 years in the making and having to constantly reinvent itself to its viewers. How does SABC play a part in preserving our culture on television?
SABC is the backbone of culture. We are obsessed with storytelling in terms of capturing our own culture, in terms of diversity, inclusivity, and story is right at the heart of it. Our mandate is to entertain, is to inform, and is to educate. And that's what we do through storytelling. And Mobango has been the cornerstone for SABC2. It's really done. It's a legacy program for us. And when it was time to re-look at it, it was important for us to say, as a national broadcaster, we have to make sure that we entertain our audiences and also look at the unheard voices, marginalized voices, and see how we can bring that to the fore. So we're so excited with our new positioning as well of SABC2. SABC2 is moving away from being niche to attracting a mass audience, and we think that the rebirth of Mobango is going to do just that. Riveting storylines, we're going to have characters that you know and love, but we're going to bring creme de la creme of talent.
Exciting times ahead for the rebirth of Mobango. Here's to premium content that breaks boundaries.
Yay, I can't wait to see what the Mukwebo family is going to do next. Listen, here's something else. We at Trendz Live really rally behind our dynamic and powerful ladies in light of Women's Month. And tonight, we look at the concept of beauty and how it has evolved over the years. We now see diversity and what is termed real beauty take center stage, where ladies are embracing their authentic selves. We'd like to invite you tonight as we hear from women how this has impacted their careers in media and in fashion.
Gathering for Change. Glamour magazine brought together women from all walks of life to celebrate everyday women for a cover launch that challenges the concept and standards of beauty. While fashion was the order of the day, conversations around self-love, authentic beauty and diversity were the driving force behind this fabulous occasion.
I think in the context of the conversation, when you're speaking of real beauty, we're speaking about what people look like, not what AI projects or says that we should look like. So AI does a lot of enhancing, and there's nothing wrong with enhancing your images, but it really distorts what actual people look like, you know. So I think we're trying to just bring awareness to the fact that that is out there, and it can be harming to how people perceive themselves and, you know, what the beauty standard should be. So I think that's what we like speaking about when we speak about real beauty. It's like real features, your wrinkle lines, your smile lines, your stretch marks, your discoloration, whatever it is that you feel is a flaw is actually what makes you unique. It's what makes you stand out. That's what real beauty is.
Yeah. I don't think there's such a thing as alternative beauty. I think beauty is subjective. Yeah. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So we all have different ideas of what beauty is. All I believe is that beauty should be for all of us to enjoy. It shouldn't be marginalized. It shouldn't be where now where now so okay. I think beauty is for all of us to enjoy.
Yeah. We've come a long way as South African women in the way that we represent beauty and in the way that we choose to show up. I think in the past, you know, people would not want to celebrate having a thick body and having like a shapely, curvy body because slim bodies were what were prioritized. But we are actually saying that we are reclaiming that. It is part of our heritage. It is in our DNA. And it's nice to see all kinds of bodies being celebrated, all kinds of skin tones being celebrated, different types of hair being celebrated. I think that's important because we've always been a country that's about richness of diversity. And it's not only, you know, just the language, I think, and the ethnicities that we have, because even within ethnicities in one household, you will not find the same look across the women. It always comes up differently. So it's really cool to see that we are in an age where uniqueness is embraced and we can all just show up as who we are.
For me to become this lesecho, this thickly auntie that I am, I come from a good home. I always say charity begins at home and children repeat what they see. So I was raised by a very confident woman who really believes in herself and who's always encouraged me and who's always reaffirmed me. You are perfect as you are. Learn to appreciate yourself, learn to love yourself, learn to embrace yourself. So I've always embodied what my mom has taught me, and I've always put that foot forward. Every time I walk into the room, I walk into the room believing that I am beautiful, I am enough, and I'm worthy.
Oh man, it's truly inspiring. So inspiring that I haven't had enough. Listen, when I come back, we're going to be chatting with 3 phenomenal women about alternative media, or alternative beauty rather. You definitely don't want to miss it. You're still tuned in to Trendz Live. Stick around. Welcome back to the show. You're still watching Trendz Live on SABC News Channel 404. Now, we're still celebrating Women's Month in South Africa, and tonight we're joined by 3 remarkable women who are redefining beauty standards and advocating for inclusivity. I'm joined tonight in studio by Uyaya, Nombulelo and Pelesa, who are powerful voices for diversity and representation. We're diving into their journeys and exploring their impact activism. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Trendz Live stage these 3 beautiful ladies. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Thank you.
I mean, when you look this good, obviously you are this good, right?
Oh,
Stop it, I like it. I want to start with you, Yaya. I mean, we're chatting beauty standards tonight, and we're chatting redefining what they are, and especially in light of Women's Month. Yaya, you're a fully figured model.
Yes,
You know, you're described as one. Talk to me about your journey in the beauty space.
Well, thank you for having me. So I am a plus size model. I started, this is actually my 10th year anniversary in the industry. I started back in 2014. And, you know, obviously when I started, plus size modeling was not a thing. You know, I literally like had to fight to get my brand to where it is right now. I still feel like in the modeling industry, plus size women, or rather the average African shape, doesn't necessarily have like representation. Like we don't see enough women that look like me on TV. And I think that's what really just got me to fall in love with the idea of being a plus size woman, because I wanted young girls who were like me, because I grew up a big girl, you know, and I was constantly told by, you know, my family and friends that, you know what, you'd be so much more beautiful if you were smaller. And it's something that I believed, you know, it was programmed. I was like, okay, fine, I am beautiful, but like I'd probably be prettier if I was tinier. And also growing up not seeing women who look like me on TV, you know, who are regarded beautiful, also just kind of like instilled that whole thing of I just need to be smaller, you know. So mine is, I love the idea of, you know, representing women and representing women of my size, and girls, young girls of my size, who when they see me, they can see that, okay, fine, there is a Yaya that is my size that's, you know, doing this modeling thing, that's in the industry, and she's making it work for herself, you know. So it's been quite a journey. It's been quite a journey. I still believe that the industry, the modeling industry, especially in South Africa, still has a very long way to go, especially in the plus size community, because like I said, we're not represented enough.
100%.
Yeah.
I see Palisa is and she's nodding because she's co-signing what she's saying. I want to come to you, Palisa. You are an actress and also a model. You're absolutely beautiful. And you are living with albinism, right?
Yes, exactly.
Talk to me about how your journey has been in your space, because when we are speaking about being fully figured, obviously that's a difference from the normal, what the country defines as normal. Talk to me about your journey and maybe some of the challenges that you might have faced.
Okay, firstly, the living with albinism tends to be a bit of an issue. I have albinism, I don't live with it. See, I'm a person with albinism. I did have a few challenges, well, a lot growing up, because I was different. So people sideline you, they discriminate against you, they bully you. But fortunately for me, at a very early age, I realized that when people bully you, it's because they have issues, and a bully's power is in your fear. And I stood up for myself, and I owned who I was, and fell in love with myself. And through self-love and self-acceptance, I found my self-confidence. So I sometimes even forget that I'm different, because I'll walk into a room and people get so used to me. Sometimes some of my friends, when we go out and we're outside a restaurant and there's no umbrella, they'll let's sit outside, and I'm like, no guys, I'm gonna melt outside.
All this chocolate's gonna melt.
You know what I mean? It's vanilla, honey. The chocolate is over there. Yeah, vanilla. But okay, in any case, but when I have this dream of being a speaker and an actor, right? In high school, I started competing in public speaking, and I was mopping the floor with everybody. And I made a decision that if I want albinism to be seen differently, I need to rebrand it. I need to show people that we're just normal people like everybody else. Although some of us are slightly more normal than others. No, but on the real. And then when I crossed over into acting, which I've always loved, I found it was very difficult for castings, even commercials. Some of my agents would only send me out for roles that say woman with albinism or woman with vitiligo, or, you know. And I found an agent who said, you know what, I want to send you out for everything, because before everything, you are a black woman with albinism. So I'm a woman first, and I'm black first. 100%. And I just happen to have the condition. And then lastly, when I got into modeling, I remember I worked with Yaya on a national campaign. And I just took a chance. You know, I emailed I think it was an Instagram. I messaged her on Instagram and I said, I love your brand and I'd love to model it. And guess what? She called me and I worked for her brand. So people are being more open-minded when it comes to people that are different, and companies are now prioritizing inclusion.
I think I like that term when we say people that are different, because sometimes then we make mistakes, you know, because then you term it a certain way and it's not exactly that. But I love the fact that you touched on the bullying when you were younger. I'm going to come to you, Nombulelo. You're very beautiful. And, you know, when we grow up, children can, you know, children can be mean. I think I'm going to say that. You have a very unique birthmark. Can I call it a birthmark?
Yes, it is a birthmark.
You have a very unique birthmark. Talk to me about your growing up as somebody who was then different from all the other children. I mean, when the kids don't understand what birthmarks are, they just, you don't look like me, so surely you're different. Were you bullied? Did you have any challenges when you decided, I'm coming into modeling, I want to put myself in front of the camera?
Yeah. Okay, thank you for the question. Thank you for having me. Growing up, it is very hard. Especially on the, okay, God.
It's okay, it's okay.
No.
Okay.
On the high school level, it is very hard. I remember like the first week of doing my grade 8 grade. It is very hard, like making friends.
It's okay. Let me give you time to, you know, and then we'll come back to it, because I really want to hear, and this is a safe space.
I really want to share it.
So it's okay. I'll just give you a moment, and then we'll come back to you. Palisa, I want to talk about your work, because you are an activist. So talk to me about how you've been using your platforms, not only to drive impact, but also to educate, because for example, now I just made a mistake and I said, and then you corrected me. So talk to me about the work that you do using your platforms to educate.
Okay, so I do something as simple as that, right? I correct people, because I used to be the person that would say, but I don't have an issue with it, so what's the problem? And somebody corrected me and said, just because you've reached the level of confidence where it doesn't bother you, it doesn't mean you should just allow people to call us whatever they want. Then I was educated and I thought, maybe I can do that as well. Because when I speak, people listen. I don't know if it's because of the voice or the authority, but when I speak, people listen. So I try to do that, and then I don't get offended anymore. You know, people will ask you things that are the most weird things. Like if you touch my skin and you let go, it turns white and then it returns back. People would come up to me in the street and just press me just to see if that really, like somebody would say, if you press her, she's going to turn white and then it's going to turn back into her skin. And people would just come and press you, and people would ask you things like, if you're short-sighted, do you see up until that point and then it's dark?
Wow.
Or what happens?
Wow.
And it used to be very frustrating, but then I decided, you know what, this is my opportunity to educate people. So I share my story about my albinism through my talk, The Best of Both Worlds, which is my most booked talk. And I also share my story about my condition, which is nystagmus, an involuntary movement of the eye that causes short sight. And I have it because of the albinism. And I speak about it a lot. Every platform that I get, like even when I'm emceeing shows, I like to do a parting shot. And every time I do a parting shot, I always make sure I do something about inclusion or diversity or overcoming challenges, because that is my story. And then, like I said, the best thing that I do is to rebrand it so that when you look at me, after a while, you even forget.
Sure.
I know it's hard, but I promise you, after a while, people, oh yeah, Kana.
Oh, man, I think also really grateful to have people like you who are willing to stand in the gap and say, I am going to take this chance and educate. Speaking on the educating, I'm going to come back to you. I mean, there's still a lot of information that we could give to people, especially around sensitizing and, you know, fixing and correcting the language that we use. How do you think, or how would you like to see the modeling world move forward, and what steps can we take to create a safer environment for fully figured models, so that even when we're on set, we don't use the wrong language, we don't, you know, what can we do?
That's actually such a great question, because for instance, when I introduce myself, I don't say I'm a plus size model, right? I say I'm a model because the work I've done, my experience, I know that whatever a slim or straight model can do, I can do. You know what I mean? I don't like to be referred to as a plus size model. You're a model, you're a model. Just call me a model, that's who I am, right? I think the issue that I've faced in the industry is that people look at me, right, because I experience a lot of online bullying, right? And people look at me and they're like, how dare you have the audacity to be this confident while you look like that? How dare you think you can come here and wear a bikini and just show us your body and be okay with that, you know? And it's like, but this is who I am. And this is the skin that I'm in, and this is the body that I'm in, and I'm very comfortable in this body, right? And I'm not going to shy away from the fact that I'm comfortable in this body just to make you feel better about your
100%.
Insecurities, right? Because I feel like a lot of people, when they see different looking models that don't look like a particular typical model, they start to project based on their insecurities. And it's like, no. Don't bring that energy over here. We're good over here. Yeah, keep that to yourself.
Yes, girl.
No, Mulelo, let's go to maybe happier stuff, you know? Talk to me about some of the proudest shows that you've done, where you did it, you felt so accomplished, and you were like, my goodness me, my uniqueness is my superpower, and I'm standing right here today because of this. What were some of those highlights for you?
The first show that I did in my life was the Imprint show. That was a great start of my life. Like, I was so honored to work for the Imprint, and I was so happy, so nervous to show my talent. I was so excited, and I was forever grateful. And then SA Fashion Week, the family, greatest experience. Like, they always bring the experience, even though they are like bad some situations sometimes, you know. Yeah.
You even beaming just talking about it.
Because I'm always being happy, like going there. It's always like an experience for me.
What would you say to a little girl who's watching you right now, or a little boy, you know, a little somebody who's watching right now and is thinking to themselves, wow, maybe I don't want to be a model, but I also definitely want to overcome bullying. I want to take myself to a point where I can shut out the noise and move forward. What's your word of advice to them? Somebody different watching right now.
Just being you. Be yourself. Tell yourself that you are enough, you are more than enough, you can do this. Like, this is you. You're doing it for yourself, not for anyone, not for anybody else. This is for yourself.
I truly love it. Parting words, Palisa, somebody sitting at home, a young somebody watching right now, thinking, I want to be like that, I need that confidence in my life. What do you say?
Firstly, you must never want to be like anyone. You are created unique. You are so extraordinary because there's no one like you in this world. Secondly, it is our choices, not our circumstances, that determine our outcome. All three of us sitting here on this couch, we've faced adversity in the most horrible of ways. We've faced discrimination, people being mean to us, but look at us, we rose. So you need to rise, but remember, it is your choices, not your circumstances, that determine your outcome. I love what Yaya said. People project their own insecurities onto you. That's not your problem. You need to exist and keep winning.
100%. It's your choices, not your circumstances, and rise above. I truly love it. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us for this panel. May you continue to soar and shine and doing the work that you do, whether it's loud and in public or it's in your little spaces where you get to influence someone else. Thank you so much for imparting this knowledge, and happy Women's Month.
Thank you so much for having us.
I'm such a thorn amongst the roses, but my goodness me, we're going to take a quick ad break. When we come back, it's more lifestyle, music, entertainment. Also, Braga is in the building. Nadia Nakai is going to be setting the stage on fire. You don't want to go anywhere. It's Trendz Live. Welcome back to the show. Remember to send us your thoughts on X. Our handle is @Trendz on SABC. Now, onto some rhythmical grooves. The language of music is known to promote creativity, cultural exchange, and appreciation amongst vast musicians and audiences. This time, music was transcended beyond borders through the sound of rare instruments. You see, the Education Africa International Marimba and Steelpan Festival recently took place in Boksburg, east of Johannesburg, and it proved to be quite a spectacle of an occasion. Didintle Mokeleti couldn't resist joining the festival. And now, you know what? I want to see her get down. Have a look.
A
record-breaking ensemble of an estimated 2,300 musicians convening in one area for a breathtaking musical extravaganza. James, what birthed the idea of starting an international Marimba and Steelpan festival?
Our organisation got involved in starting an international Steelpan festival to try and grow marimbas in South Africa. It's now become the largest festival of its kind in the world. It's exciting, it brings people from all corners of the country and our neighbours. We've got Nigeria here, we've got Botswana here, we've got Zimbabwe here, we've got Trinidad coming to participate. And it's one common humanity. And this is what it does. Music brings people together.
Why specifically marimba and steelpan? Is there anything particularly unique about those instruments?
Well, I'll talk about marimba. Marimba, you do not need to be able to read music. So just from patterning and sequencing, you can actually perform and play marimba. Adults play marimbas. Why? Because a lot of them started from when they were younger through our programs. We've got physically disabled marimba bands here. We've got deaf marimba bands. We've got a blind marimba band. And these people would be pushed out of the system or wouldn't be allowed into a normal system. But here they play on equal footing. And I think that's what's so special. It's a common humanity that comes out of this.
The festival also exposed many to workshops hosted by masters in their fields and discovering other unique African instruments.
The steel pan here, it's made from a 44-gallon oil drum, and then it's hammered. Every steel pan is handmade. There's no manufacturing process, and each one of these little dents each one of these is a note, and it looks like they're all over the place. So when you learn to play, you have to learn where all the notes are so that you can play a tune. This instrument first began in 1939, and it was very unknown then. It only was in the island of Trinidad, in the Caribbean. Bongani plays a vibraphone, which is like a marimba with metal keys, and because of the metal keys they have sustain, and so you can create a more watery kind of music than you would with a normal marimba. The foot controls the damper pedal, so you can create different colors and moods.
My name is Chris Timbe and I come from Zimbabwe. While I do many types of music, genres of music, right now I'm dealing with traditional African music, particularly the mbira. Mbira is a fascinating instrument which is made out of steel or iron lamella or keys. These are put on a board, a sound board, to take and capture the sound from the different tuned pieces of metal. And these are then put in a resonator or a calabash if you want. In this case, I have a resonator, and that amplifies the sound. If I don't teach the old, the young will not see or have anybody to teach them. But I also teach the young because I don't want to say when I'm gone, my skill is gone. Here we are dealing with something which we call the intangible cultural heritage. If they can't touch it, they can only see it when somebody practices.
With various music genres played on the marimbas, it was evidently exhilarating to have participated in this event.
We performed in open session, small ensemble. So we decided to bring old school, Sophia Town. So we looked at some videos of old school like Sarafina, and we decided to bring old hats that old people used to wear, cross belts, and some long socks, and being funny as well. We just added kofifi.
We came with different cloths, or rather sashes, than other bands, and our style of dancing. It's a rare instrument and most people don't understand marimba, so it makes it unique because people get amazed when they see us play marimba.
What makes marimba an amazing instrument is that even though it's made out of wood, beautiful sounds come out of it, and it's It's fun to see people enjoying what you're playing. It's amazing because we actually make it ourselves. We only have to buy the materials we use, or sometimes we just recycle.
An unforgettable experience of over 330 performances that combines the rhythms of Africa with the harmonious melodies of the Caribbean. This was indeed a hallmark event in the South African Marimba community.
Hey, it's feeling so groovy. Now, onto this. The Durban Tourism Business Awards invited us to explore the amazing experiences that can be enjoyed in South Africa's playground, while featuring some of the winners of these prestigious awards. Silepe Maifadi was out there to have a bit of fun. Have a look at what she got up to.
The Durban Tourism Business Awards said, let's explore and see why they love this city as much as they do. What is it that you love about Durban?
Oh my gosh, you know, the slogan is Durban has it all, and we definitely do. Our township experience is amazing. Our nightlife is amazing when you go to the various nodes. Our food, guys, Durban, where else can you find a bunny chow? But more so, it's those unique experiences from the sport tourism that we have within the city, the beautiful infrastructures within the sporting facilities. I can name every single thing that I love about it. We've got the coastal line. Come on, have you not seen our promenade? And of course, our rich culture, our history, that what sets us apart as a city in South Africa.
We say we are the warmest place to be. When we talk about that, it's not just the weather, it's the people as well, which is the main reason I will never leave this city. The people here are friendly, they are warm, and you will never really be disappointed when you're visiting Durban. And one of the mistakes that people make when they visit Durban, they will want to experience your known attractions like the beach, which is, yes, we're primarily known for that. But the mistake they make, they don't go to the outskirts. So we advise people when they come to Durban, go to the outskirts as well, go to the townships of Durban, go to the rural areas of Durban, because that's where you'll meet the people, and that's where you'll really experience that warmth that we speak about, the second warmth, not the first warmth of weather, but the warmth of the people. So, like I said, I will never leave Durban for any place in the world.
When you walk through our doors at Suncoast Hotel, you feel that warmth. It's not that you're walking into a hotel, you're walking to your home away from home. And for me, I think that's what really matters. We take the time to get to know our guests, take the time to get to know our staff, and that is our winning product there.
At this point, what's not to love about Durbs? Let's add to the FOMO. Let's go on a sunrise beach experience while you enjoy more of this beautiful coastal city.
We've had people from all over the world, from 56 different countries, come and ride with us. And our main thing is to try and get the South African people to enjoy our beautiful beaches in Durban and to come and experience this awesome rides, especially in winter. We do sunrise photo shoots, we do gender revealing, we do a whole lot of different things for the people in South Africa and more so for people in Durban.
What inspired you to do that? I mean, it's not often that we get to experience a horse ride by the beach.
So I've been born on horseback. I've always had horses, and I have a passion for riding and a passion for meeting people and riding with people and teaching them, and letting them enjoy this great beaches that we have here in Durban. And we have a waterfall ride, which is a 50-kilometer ride, which we only do in winter for intermediate to experienced riders. So we try to offer as much as we can to the public.
When it comes to talent, trust that this city has that too. Meet Christine, an artist that uses tiny brushes to create the most gorgeous large-scale murals.
I didn't always paint murals. I did canvas first, but when I did my first mural, I fell in love with it because working on a large scale just comes naturally to me. And I've never tried spray painting or that. I just went on with the paintbrush, and I love doing it. It's, you have to love doing something to be able to put in hours and hours into it. So to me, it doesn't feel like work. It actually is just a joy. I go into my own space and I just love doing it. Yeah.
So are there particular themes that you get to showcase through these mural works?
Yes, I use mostly nature as inspiration. So we like to accentuate what's around in the area, whether it's the sea life or bird life or just the nature itself. I mean, God's creation is beautiful, isn't it? We can always find inspiration. Doesn't matter if you're a fashion designer or what designer you are. If you look at nature, God is the best designer, and you can get all your inspiration from there. Yeah.
The awards gave a nod to many companies. One of the great victors of these awards is the Pezulu Safari Park. They walked away with the Visitor Experience and Restaurants Award.
So guys, now we're in the game reserve. So anywhere amongst this area we can come across those animals like giraffe, wildebeest, zebras, impalas. We've got the whole shebang here. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to start going down into the valley, working our way all the way across over towards that green patch, and obviously try to find as many wild animals as we can today. So this area or region is known as the Valley of 1,000 Hills, one of the most beautiful areas in the whole of Durban, and obviously named because there are thousands and thousands of hills as far as the eye can see. So we're going to drop right down into the valley. This is in the heart of the Valley of 1,000 Hills. Right ahead of you is where it extends to. So look up in the distance there, you'll see those beautiful rolling hills in the background. That is all part of it. So we are very privileged to actually have a game reserve in such a beautiful area. Quite a unique landscape. There is some history to it. This area, they say, is actually where Shaka Zulu was inaugurated as king. So yeah, this is where it started.
When all this accommodation and the experiences that Durban offers, anything that has to do with tourism is full up. You can imagine, the benefit that comes with that. I mean, the more people come in and visit us, the more visitors that come and visit us, our shores, it actually is so much better for the citizens of this of this place, which is Durban.
Oh man, so much adventure. Another person who's on an adventure is Nadia Nakai. She's taking on the fast becoming popular three-step genre, and she's in studio to set the stage ablaze and tell us more about her brand new hit single. You definitely don't want to miss it. It's coming up after the break.
Good morning, weekend. It's time to add color to your weekend.
Absolutely, Liesl. And we're here to remind you that the weekend edition of Morning Live not only brings you just the vibrancy of the arts,
but the best music, arts and entertainment news crafted just for you.
And that's not all, Liesl. With fresh news updates, in-depth interviews and sports fixtures,
we've got your Saturday and Sunday mornings fully covered.
Make Morning Live your weekend habit.
Catch Morning Live Weekend Edition on the SABC News Channel and SABC 2.
Welcome back to Trendz Live on SABC. Now, something truly exciting. Multi-award-winning South African hip-hop artist Nadia Nakai is thrilled to announce the release of a brand new single, Umfazi, which marks a dynamic entry into the innovative genre of three-step. Known for her impactful presence in the hip-hop scene, Nadia continues to redefine her musical journey. Umfazi is not just a new musical venture, it's also a powerful anthem inspired by the iconic phrase, "Wathinta Umfazi, wathinta imbokodo," translating to "if you strike a woman, you strike a rock." Nadia Nakai joins us now in studio to tell us about this powerful anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, brother!
That was an amazing intro. Thank you so much.
Only the best for you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I love the set. It's so pretty.
Just as pretty as you.
Thank you.
Listen, let's talk about the music from Namin to Umfazi. Talk to me about that journey. Like, how's the musical journey been for you?
I think the musical journey is very exciting. I mean, my back story is obviously from hip-hop, and hip-hop is always going to be in my veins. But I think with the new kind of shift with music, with Amapiano and three-step, and how music is so easily exportable now internationally, I mean, it's all I hear in the clubs, and I'm inspired by it. So that's the reason why I decided to play around with three-step with my new single. And I think as an artist, you should be able to explore different genres, and this one is very exciting for me.
We're going to chat about you moving the genres from hip-hop to three-step, but I mean, it's so fitting to have you on the show. Women's Month. Happy Women's Month to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Talk to me about the idea behind Umfazi. Tell me the story about how the song comes along, and just tell me about it.
I think one thing I've learned after the year and a half I've had is how resilient I've been and how resilient women are, no matter what they're dealing with, no matter what industry, if it's personal, if it's at home, if it's at work. We know how to persevere, we know how to push through. So like you said, when you strike a woman, you strike a rock, felt something that I resonated with specifically. And just Umfazi, just women, I think it's just something to be celebrated regardless if it's Women's Month or not. I think we are, not to like dog you guys, but we are the most superior gender.
Yeah,
because we're powerful, we're very powerful. So
100%.
This is something to celebrate by other women, because I mean, you see how other women also come together like a community and support each other and build each other. If it's with raising kids or if it's creating stockpiles for financials or anything that happens in women's personal life, there's always another woman there to support them and lift them up. So that's the reason why I decided to do this song.
Absolutely love it. Then you decide, okay, Umfazi is not going to be a hip-hop track, it's going to be a 3-step track. Which really sounds like
Afro-tech.
Yes. What was that transition like? Because I mean, you're saying now that you hear it at the clubs and it's taking over, but as a hip-hop artist, was it a comfortable jump, or did you have to find your vibe?
Well, I did have to find my vibe. I mean, working on music, you have to be very collaborative. And in this song, I was collaborative with writers, with sessionists, with producers, with musicians overall, because it's not a genre that I am specifically well-versed in. But like I said, I'm in the clubs all the time, honey. So this is all I'm hearing, and this is what gets me going. Not saying hip-hop doesn't, but I think globally we know what's going on. We can't act like it's not happening. And I feel like if you pretend like you're not inspired by the music that's coming out of South Africa right now, then you really have your head under a rock.
100%.
You know, and I'm just celebrating the genre. I'm celebrating the amazingness of it. And I genuinely love it. I enjoy it. And I feel like I still brought my hip-hop element because I'm rapping on the song.
Yes.
I'm literally doing verses on the song. So yeah, I think that's what I was doing, and I'm really excited about it.
Can't wait to see you jam to
There's
it
more to
also.
come.
Yes, there is more to come, because you've got an album that's coming up.
Yes.
It's untitled just as yet, but what can we expect from this brand new album?
So people think I've turned my back on hip-hop. I've never done that, and I'll never do that. Right now I'm just exploring my musical talents, but my album is going to have hip-hop, it's going to have dancehall, it's going to have lo-fi, it's going to have R&B, as well as 3-steps. So I think I've always been a person that explores with my music anyway. Like, I've never done like the straightforward type of hip-hop, like boom, bap, rap. That's never really been me, other than the song I had with Kulichana. But that's really not been me. So I think what they'll expect is what they've always known me to do, is explore sounds.
Oh man, we can't wait for you to pull up on us with that album. Any feature that you have there, notable one to look out for?
So the dancehall song I have has got Stone Boy from Ghana, which I'm really excited about. I've got an amazing tribute song with Shikana, who's an amazing vocalist and talented musician, and then Zion from Liquid Deep. He produced one of the songs and he's singing on one of the choruses. So that one I'm really excited about, because it gives me that nostalgic feeling of when he dropped Fantasy when I was in high school. So Fairy Tale, not Fantasy. Woo, yo, sorry Zion. Yeah, so there's a lot of features, but there's more like collaborative efforts when it comes to production and like song structure, which is exciting. I've never really done that before. Working on an album before took me about 2 years, because I was doing everything by myself. But now I'm collaborating with people, and it's moving a little bit faster, but I'm still trying to find my feet in it.
Oh man, we absolutely love it. We wish you all the best. Thank you so much, Braga, for coming. Can't wait to be serenaded by you.
Thank you so much.
Oh man, that's how we close off the show, folks. But don't worry, we're back again next week, Friday, 8 p.m, exclusive to SABC News Channel 404. Playing us out is the superstar herself, Braga, with the latest offering called Umfazi. My name is Umthakathi, but you can call me Mne. For myself and the rest of the team, happy Women's Month. Au revoir.
I'm so excited.
I'm breaking down the doors. All my women suffered on the low. One and gear, bringing out the noise. Umfazi, what the Umfazi, what the Kicking by kicking, coming and swinging. I came to get it. Tell me who has it. Show me where is it. Tell them forget it. I'm on a mission. I'm taking down names. Tell them to their face. We in the building, on them position, standing on business. Don't ever try me cause I might go loco. Stand on the couches, I'm sipping go loco. Don't tell them I'm right. Don't ever try me cause I might go loco. Stand on the couches, I'm sipping go loco. Don't ever try me cause I might go loco. Stand on the couches, I'm sipping good loco. Don't ever try me cause I might go loco. Stand on the couches, I'm sipping good loco.
Basabile bashile bana, basabile bashapale bana. Hey, anaba betu si makwala, makwala, wala.
Hela, 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 hela. Spiritual level, going through hell while mine is heaven. Fighting the devil, every day he jumping up to my level. I'm never scared, I'm coming prepared. Guess you can tell that I'm mad. My money's my drug and I need me a bag. I mean, look at my house, look at my ride, look at my thought, look at my life, look at my, then look at my eyes. Guess you can tell that I'm mad. Hey, look at me now, look at it shine, look at my star, look at me rise, look at the sky, gives me my eyes. Guess you can tell that I'm mad. Hey,